See, a lot of truth is coming out, even when they try to flip it. If you remember all of the different old articles that we read, they told the truth then that applies to now, right? So you receive articles like this. It says XRP ledger disrupts Wall Street. What? It disrupts Wall Street. Tokenized U.S. treasuries now tradable 24/7. Now, listen, I know there's a lot of different ways you can interpret this, but they make it sound, in my humble opinion, you let me know, maybe you disagree. They make it sound as though Wall Street, this is not something they anticipated or wanted. It's being, it's disrupting them. It's being forced on them. It's just, DLT is just dominating. It is dominating for sure. 100% is dominating. This is just the beginning. This is not where it ends. This is the beginning. But this shows you where it's going. That's what's important. But it's not disrupting Wall Street. They wanted this the whole time. We read articles last year, where, remember, it was something like Wall Street once Bitcoined, and another article was like Wall Street once DLT or something like that. Okay, beg my pardon. I had to go do something real quick. Now I'm back. So we were talking about Wall Street. They want DLT. We read it in the articles. They want Bitcoin and they want DLT technology because they're smart and they know this is going to lead to a lot of capital, a lot of money. This is one reason why they're going to tokenize everything. It's not a joke. A lot of people took that as a joke a long time ago, like it wasn't serious. And now you see it's serious. These are the beginnings, right? There's a flood of capital going to come in. And I'm going to tell you right now, one thing Wall Street knows how to do, they know how to make money. Okay. So it's not that they're disrupting Wall Street. I would rephrase that. And by disruption, of course, they probably mean, oh, they're changing. Yes, but when you disrupt a crowd, you kind of shake it up a little bit. You disturb it a little bit. There's a negative connotation to that. No need for any negative connotation. What they did was they upgraded Wall Street. Let's call it what it is. They're giving Wall Street an opportunity, a doorway to experience this technology that's about to change everything. All right. It goes on here. It says Ripple has taken a groundbreaking step in integrating traditional finance with blockchain technology, partnering with Ondo Finance. The XRP ledger now hosts tokenized U.S. treasuries, marking a pivotal moment in the evolution of digital finance. Like I said, these are baby steps. All of the big companies are going to be involved in the tokenization of everything. Ripple's going to have a heavy hand in it. They were one of the first to talk about RWA, real world asset tokenization overall. They're some of the first to talk about how everything is going to be tokenized. David Schwartz has talked about it extensively from my recollection. So this is no surprise. This is no secret. They said they were working on this. Didn't they say that last year? And now you see it. So another thing that this does is confirm Ripple is a company of their word. That's important. A lot of companies say things they never do. They make all these big promises. They never deliver. Ripple isn't one of them. That's important to know. So if they say they're going to open up corridors in the Philippines, then they do it. If they say they're going to work with the Bank of England, then they did it. If they say they're going to work with the BIS, then they did it. If they, all of these things they said they were going to do. If they said they were going to come back to the U.S. to dominate, they definitely have been making an impact. And if they say, I'm just going through the list of different things Ripple has said, and they honored it. They said they were going to fight and defeat the SEC. They did. The SEC is over. They're finished. So now that we've established Ripple does what they say, they also said they're going to take a whole host of banks. Am I not to believe that? They said they've been putting in the work, signing partnerships with banks behind the scenes. Am I not to believe that? Stuart Alderati said he believes, and a few other representatives, right? Said they believe the banks will use XRP. Am I not to believe that? Because guess what that means? If they honor those, it means life, not life changing. No. Wait, no. A lot of lives already changed. Let's not say that. Generations of family will be changed. At least there's the potentiality for it. I don't want to make it sound like it's a guarantee. Like, yeah, but sometimes we're speaking and we just speak plainly. It's not a guarantee, but the potentiality is unbelievable if it happens. If they honor, if they come through on what they've said, like they've done everything else, it will be the explosion of the ages. People will feast. Just my humble opinion. It's not financial advice, but it's beginning. It's beginning. The setup. We've watched years of them building and building and building. Now the building is almost done. It's almost time for liftoff. It's almost time to launch these products. It's almost time to deploy. And the financial industry has been brought to its knees. Oh, we don't want to really. Did you see the video from yesterday? They said more. They've been releasing so much information lately. It's unbelievable. But now they confirmed, we may not go forward. Central banks may not go forward with a retail CBDC. Yeah, you can't compete with us. You can't compete with us. And the companies, as well as the people, don't want anything that you're pushing. Guess what they're going to use in place of that? They probably will use crypto or customize offerings from the private sector like Ripple, Chainlink, Solana, Stellar. Customized offerings that they can control. And guess what? Ripple will put that control right in their hands. That's right. Ripple's smart. They know exactly what to do. They don't need your data. None of that. All of those things that turn the people against what the central banks want to do because they talked about it so wildly. That was crazy. You're just going to tell the people that anytime you want, you can press a button and you can stop that revenue stream or stop that transaction. Anytime you want, you can look into everything that they're doing. You thought that the people were going to go for that? See, the Bankcoin companies saw that. They won't make that same mistake. They'll say, no. They don't even need it. They don't need it. Unless they open up the opportunity, like I said, with like Brave Browser, what they're doing, where it's a shared opportunity where the people choose to sell their own information. So maybe the company's like, hey, let me get a little 5% off of that. And then you keep 95%. Maybe they make some deals, some offers like that. I don't know. That's possible. But other than that, they don't require it. There's going to be so much value flowing through their chains. And these companies hold. That's why they've done that. For a myriad of reasons, they're holding a bunch of their native tokens. But one of them is to be able to liquidate, to have that value at hand. That's one of the reasons they want to be a massively powerful, rich company. All of these Bankcoin companies. You think not? Don't let them pull the mind tricks on you and make you believe that they're just there to push the technology while the whole time they've been liquidating those things to fund everything that they've been doing. They want to make money also. They just can't say that. They know what they can do with it. And there's a myriad of ways to allocate and reallocate money, value from those particular things where it benefits them financially, 100%. It doesn't have to be direct. All right. Right. But this is everything is looking really good right now. Let's go here. Ripple CTO explains a main difference between XRP and Bitcoin. Are people still worried about that? You know what I'm concerned with? I'm just be honest with you. Making money. Making some money off of Bitcoin and XRP. They're both going to do fantastic. I mean, I guess there are those who just love the technology. They're not worried about value at all. I suppose. I'm not one of them. Ripple CTO, Davis, I respect the technology. I'm not in love with it. I'm into the technology because I know the life-changing gains that it has brought and what it will bring. Ripple CTO David Schwartz recently shed light on one of the fundamental distinctions between XRP and Bitcoin. Schwartz, in a response to an X post, highlighted the main difference between XRP and Bitcoin supply dynamics. He stated, quote, the main difference in their supply is that measured in common units, which is the only sensible way to measure two things you plan to compare, there is a lot more Bitcoin than XRP. Really, unquote. Schwartz went on to say that the, quote, only reason you get a smaller number of Bitcoin is because Bitcoin is a larger unit of value than XRP. All right. It says Ripple CTO went on to clarify clarify these in a series of responses aiming to address misconceptions between Bitcoin and XRP dynamics as well as value at the time of writing. Okay, then they go into the price and everything like that. But tell me what else he said. Ripple CTO acknowledges that there are similarities and differences between XRP and Bitcoin, but believes that a supply comparison between both crypto assets might be misleading. Why even compare? I just don't understand. What's the comparison about? People have had years and years and years, if they wanted to accumulate Bitcoin and XRP. Years. What difference does it make? You get what you can, or you get what you need. That's it. That's it. And if you don't know how to move those things to maximize what you're going to get out of it, then you do some study and some research and you find out how. That's it. And then you make your value, you move on. It says XRP, that's how I feel. There's probably a lot I'm not seeing here, maybe. All right, to each his own. XRP has a maximum supply of 100 billion, while Bitcoin has a peg supply of 21 million coins. All right. But what else did David Schwartz say? That's it? They didn't. Wow. It doesn't look like they included everything else that he said. They said a string of tweets, but you don't include it. All right. Well, that's a little bit of what David Schwartz had to say about the differences between XRP and Bitcoin. You know, the similarities, they're both going to make a lot of value. People worried about all these differences, etc. Let's talk about the similarities. They're both going to make a ton of money for people. They already have. And I like that similarity. Yeah, I do. All right, let's go here. We got I think just a little bit of Bitcoin news. We have to stay balanced here, right? Bitcoin teases August 2023 breakdown as analysis eyes $85,000 Bitcoin price. Do you believe that? You think that? We're about to see. All right. Bitcoin price action lacks a trend, but a visit to $85,000 is in the cards. Maybe if there you go. If Bitcoin repeats its 2023 tricks, it's not 2023. Why do people do this? It's not 2023. The catalyst that exists today did not exist in 2023. The catalyst that exists today didn't even exist in glorious 2021. Oh no, it's way bigger. It's way bigger. And I think a lot of people are afraid of that. I don't know what it is. I've seen it before. Folks, I'm telling you, I've been around a long time. I've done a lot of things, all right? Especially in sports, combat sports. There are people who are afraid to win. They're strong. They're dominant. There's no reason they shouldn't be number one. No reason that they shouldn't have that trophy. Oh, we had some, in my time, we had some beautiful trophies. They're huge. But it's like they're afraid of winning. They get in their own way. I'm telling you, they don't want to take that last shot. They don't want to make that last action. They're so afraid. They're so afraid of winning that they're just resigned to losing. They're resigned to the harsher fate because they're afraid to accept the greater fate. I've seen it. I'm not that. I can't be that. I'm the one. It's 3 seconds left. I've been there. It's 3 seconds left. We need 2 points. I promise you, folks. You put me out there. I promise you. I'm going for the 2 points. Listen, whatever happens, I'm going for the points. It doesn't matter where I'm not going to lose this opportunity. I want to win. You have to want to in life. You have to want it bad. If you want to go to the next level, I'm telling you, whether it's your business, your health, you have to take it seriously. You have to believe, even when others don't believe, even when the situation seems tight and it seems like you're going to lose. You have to believe, and then you take your shot. I'm glad I could never live with regret. I don't have any, none. I've taken some shots, won some good trophies and some good championships. I've taken some shots and I've lost some. No regrets. No regrets. I would have regretted if I didn't take action, for sure. But I see that in a lot of thoughts on crypto lately. They see the catalyst here for Bitcoin. Nations want Bitcoin. What? Yes, I'm fired up in a great way. I feel great. Companies want Bitcoin 70% over. I think it was 72%. Companies are not into Bitcoin. What? If you want me to oversimplify things, my personal opinion, not financial advice. You make up your own mind. These are my thoughts, okay? I got to clarify that for people. All the time I do. In my opinion, this looks like, doesn't mean it's going to be, this looks like at some point this is about to be easy money. Central banks want Bitcoin. Big companies want Bitcoin. Nations want Bitcoin. I don't care if it does go to 85,000. Some people are taking profit. Some of it is manipulation. So what? Like Mike Tyson said in that interview, so what? Remember that interview? So what am I going to do about it? So what? Yeah, like Mike said, so what? I'm telling you, I'm trying. Look, I like to have fun. I try to make things entertaining. I don't know if I'm entertaining or not, but what I'm saying is absolutely a truth. Somebody could go in the opposite direction like you see them doing here. I'm just the opposite energy. That's all. There's a balance to everything. So this is not 2023. You got to let it go sometimes. There's similarities at times in how things occur. Not all the time. At times, not all the time. Some people believe the similarities and patterns are there all the time. No, they're not. No, they're not. Each rotation of the wheel is different. Every time you throw a pebble into a pond, sure, it makes a circle every time, similar, but they're all different. Different sizes, different pace it moves. It's different every time. That's life. Same thing here. No different with Bitcoin. This time is different. Bitcoin gets a 2023 comparison. Of course it will. They compare everything to the past. Bitcoin, and sure, there could be things to learn from the past. It doesn't mean you get stuck in the past. Bitcoin, which is now at 95,109, it's nothing we haven't seen before. Nothing. Price action has rarely been so range bound. What does that tell you? Is that not, that's not positive? Is that negative? And while volumes are dropping, market participants are bracing for a shakeout. You know why? Because they're probably going to stay in. They want to stay in, or they're going to capitalize, like I've been saying. For crypto quant contributor Percival, the atmosphere is reminiscent of August 2023. Every day is reminiscent of something, if you look hard enough. MEMX exchange files for XRP ETF as SEC reviews applications. Yeah, everybody file for ETF. Get off your job. So you close up the business, you pull down that little metal gate, go file for XRP ETF right now. I'm just kidding, but a lot of companies are going to want a piece of that XRP pie for sure. MEMX, a securities exchange based in the US, has filed with the Securities Exchange Commission to list an XRP ETF under commodity-based trust. That's interesting, is it not? This means XRP would be classified. That's why I said it. I'm glad they caught that. This means XRP would be classified similarly to Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs, which were approved last year. The filing was made yesterday, February 17th, as more crypto-related ETFs seek regulatory approval. It also wouldn't mean that. I thought they were going to go in a different direction. My apologies, folks. I thought they were going to talk more about the commodity aspect of that. Right. But maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that then they would have to admit XRP is a commodity. I believe that's what it would mean. Meanwhile, the SEC has a complicated history with XRP that we know of. I'm not going to be revisiting that negativity. MEMX is not alone in doing this. Many other exchanges, I told you, many other exchanges are also filing for XRP ETFs. One of the most recent is SIBO BZX Exchange. On February 6, 2025, it submitted a request to list 4 spot XRP ETFs, including the 21 shares core XRP trust. The SEC acknowledged the filing on February 14th. We did cover that, which means it is now under review. All right. We're going to leave that one right there. Lots of good things happening for XRP. And once it happens for XRP, and XRP squeezes through the door, a lot of other ones are going to be squeezing through the door. Golden age, anybody? Right. Don't pop the champagne just yet. Don't wait for it. Just wait for it. The time, I believe, is coming. I could be wrong. It's my humble opinion. You can have your own opinion. A lot of people disagree with me all the time. All the time. That's fine. That's fine and dandy. All right. Let's move on here. Look, folks, I listen, one thing I think that's valuable in life is know how to laugh, make yourself laugh, know how to make your own fun, generate your own good times. Don't wait on good times to come to you. I'm telling you, because life will become difficult. And sometimes life doesn't throw good times your way. You have to make your own good times. That's how I live. I make my own way no matter what. In all things, I try to make my own way. So this article here, and we're probably going to have to close out with this one. $2 billion Solana unlock incoming. Ooh. Is it time to hold, short, or sell? Listen. Yes, listen, there's going to be volatilities in the markets. There's going to be negative catalysts. Let them come. I'm just different. I'm different. I see something in some things like Solana, where there's a great potentiality where no matter what happens now, the future remains extremely bright. There are those who understand the trajectory of Solana, the power of it, the companies that want it, and they haven't acted on it yet. They've indicated publicly their interest in Solana, but they haven't gone all in on Solana yet. So let this come. Let them sell this. Get it out of the way now. We don't want to deal with it later. That's how I'm looking at it. And then a lot of people are going to be buying that up. Sure, maybe a little volatility, a little price drop. Temporarily, people are going to be buying Solana up, staking it, holding it. Companies going to jump in later. Maybe Solana ETF. Companies using it. This doesn't concern me one little bit. But then again, like I said, I'm just different. I'm different. People know what's best for them, right? I'm holding. So anyway, it says, will traders hold? I doubt it. Short or sell? A lot of people are going to sell. If they see the price going down dramatically, they're going to sell, which no big deal. No problem. I get it. I understand it 100%. I'm going to lock in profits. Going to lock in those profits. I get it 100%. I'm just not going to be doing that. I operate in my own way, differently. I have things that move quickly. I'm going to move them. And I have things that are long term. Let them collect dust. I don't spend my every waking moment worried about them. I believe in them. Once I have my mindset, I've done my research, I'm continuing it. Everything I'm learning is making that even more solid, unless that changes. Cold wallet, let it collect dust. It says trouble in paradise, as is an apt idiom to describe the current Solana ecosystem. You have to have Solana here read at $168. Once again, it's still nowhere near $15, $16, $17. It depends on where you got in. It depends. We're all different, right? It says the vastly popular L1 token has attracted bad publicity. What bad publicity? I didn't hear about any bad publicity, but let me see. Due to the recent Libra meme coin fiasco, what's that? I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of a Libra meme coin. That is not a sphere that I'm in or know about. Libra meme coin fiasco, which included the president of Argentina, insider trading, really, and over $4.3 billion wiped out in less than 24 hours. If you're worried about insider trading, and you're in the USA, I think you got bigger problems than Solana. I'm just saying, I'm not saying don't look at that if that's a thing. I didn't know about any of that. That's new information. I'm going to look into it deeper. But I'm just saying right now, if that's your concern, then there's a lot of other things that USA citizens might want to look into if you're concerned with insider trading. I won't tell it, I'm just saying. It says, while rival communities were taking shots at Solana recent woes, a massive Sol token. I got to look into this. Like, what happened? They should have given more detail on that. During my research, I didn't even see anything about that at all. Nothing. Last month, I can't see everything. I am but a man. An anonymous crypto commentator outlines Solana's token unlock schedule. Okay, so then they have the schedule up here. That's really good. This is a pretty thorough article, except for I would have loved to know more about what the heck the controversy was about. It says, quote, the majority of this SOL was purchased from FTX auctions at $64 by Galaxy, still a very healthy profit. By the time this SOL unlocks, another $1 billion of SOL will be produced by via inflation and likely dumped as well. Really? Okay. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it all shakes out. I'm going to do a little bit more research and see what's going on. Other than that, crypto overall is looking great, looking very healthy. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.